Welcome everyone to The Cat's Meowth and my first video in several years. This isn't going to be that exciting of a video. It's a just general sale video, although in the future I do hope to do some collection videos. However, my old camera is pretty outdated. I'm recording this off of my phone, a Galaxy S9. So if anyone has any advices to make this video a better quality, I would be more than open to any advice out there. So I think I'm just going to kind of start at one end and work my way down. Cards will be shown near the end of the video, so if you're interested in those, just kind of skip forward. These are pretty much all the non-card items just from going through drawers and seeing what I had left. Everything, again, is for sale, including the tins. So in here, we have a handful of pencils. Some of them came with the tins. Some of them came from tournaments over the years. Several mini binders, and maybe about 10 of them in here, with various artworks, Gudra. I think most of them are the Kyogre and Groudon artwork, though. Here we have, unfortunately, just the lid to, I believe, a Ruby and Sapphire tin back from the old EX days. Several deck boxes that came in the theme decks, all empty. A Detective Pikachu sealed, I don't know if you want to call this a blister pack or not. Comes with a few booster packs, the coin, and the promo card. Again, still sealed. We have the Detective Pikachu tin. And inside we have a bunch of random things. In here we have a bunch of Magikarp cards I had pulled for Magikarp fan. And I think they're only something like $5 total. But I think he kind of lost interest in them, so they're available. We have a handful of booster packs, which we'll kind of flip through right now. Oh, I probably should have made sure they were facing all the same direction. All sealed. These were things that were included when I was buying some set cards. So as far as I know, they're unweighed, but I really can't say, as they were just included with another sale. So some Detective Pikachu packs there at the end. We have some sealed sleeves. I assume that they're complete. I haven't taken them out and counted them. And I'm dropping the pins. So let's see if I can push these back up. And I guess since they're falling out, we might as well. So again, this is a downside of recording with your camera. I'm used to using a tripod and having things a little more steady, but there's an idea of the pins available. I believe they're all pretty much new. I don't think, again, these were included as part of buying some cards for my collection. We have some stickers and a notepad in there that I believe all came with the tin. So we're going to throw these back in here to get them out of the way. We have a playmat that, from as far as I can see, has never been used. We have a hodgepodge of things under here. We have some sealed dice from an Elite Trainer box. Sealed counter, that's a loose counter, some loose die. These are all loose sleeves, probably a few hundred of them, lots of different artworks. Again, they were things, again, that were used to, or came along when I was buying some other things, and I just kind of set them aside, and figured they might be good to throw in with other purchases. Some old bags. As you can see, it's had quite a bit of use. I want to say even the string has been replaced. It's fraying though, and really needs to probably be replaced again. Under here we have, this isn't really a Pokemon binder, however, this was a zippered binder that I used for a number of years to keep my trade stuff in, and it's just, I don't know if anyone has any interest in these as far as dividers for keeping things separated, but just the zippered binder, which is very nice for keeping things safe. So that is available if anyone is interested in it, but that is not necessarily a Pokemon item. There's nothing on there Pokemon about it. It's just, like I said, something I use for Pokemon. So move these out of the way. We have another bag, Reshiram Zekrom bag, that is again in used condition. As you can see, it's not nearly as bad as the platinum bag, but I do believe I think you can actually just retie these, but you might want to replace the strings, but I hate to throw out anything Pokemon related, so those are available. I do have a couple of empty Ultra Pro binders. The blue one is actually in very nice condition. This was one that I really didn't use I didn't stuff more than one. There may have been 2 cards that I might have put per sleeve, so it's not stretched out. I don't think there's any tears or anything to the pages, so just a very nice binder, but it is empty, so empty binders I don't have a use for. This binder, however, unfortunately was thrown by someone. So as you can see, there's some cracks. The pages inside, which if I can take them off, this strap off with one hand. I have been using it to store extras, and it's kind of hard to tell, but some of them are split like this. Amazingly, even though it was thrown and thrown very violently from my understanding, it still managed to protect most of the cards inside. I think there was some damage to some of them, but I think those have pretty much all found their new homes at this point. But the binder itself, it's available. So let's now go through some of this stuff. This is mostly just kind of Pokemon packaging that I thought was super cool, and I hated to throw it out in case anyone would want it. This is a Blaziken versus Gardevoir. I think it was a Battle Stadium pack. It was pretty interesting. The cards in here had a different copyright date than I think it was copyright date than some of the set cards, so it was just something very unique. We have some Japanese. I think these were like mini decks, but I thought these were just very unique. They're not things that we just see a lot here. Now these are just plain old English things. I think I've been using these to kind of package other sales, but they're here if anyone wants them. We have a player's guide from Burning Shadows. I believe that was in a Elite Trainer box, but I don't think it's ever really been used and is in great condition. Some more Japanese packaging, but again, just things that I found interesting and just had a hard time just throwing in the trash. And I think these are all from Elite Trainer boxes. So Breakthrough. This was used as a way to protect some cards I bought in. So this has a nice big crease in the middle from Sword and Shield. Rebel Clash with the accompanying box. And I think these are all boxes, but as you know, when you open up the boxes, and I don't know if I can really do it one-handed, they're essentially mini posters. So again, it was just something that I didn't really feel like I wanted to throw out in case anyone was ever interested in it. These are actually smaller sleeves that would fit Yu-Gi-Oh cards. For some reason, I bought a ton of bulk sleeves to sleeve my own collection years ago, opened up a pack, and they were all way too small. So I think there are 50 to a pack, so there should be 50 brown ones in there, and the blue ones are just things I found mixed in over the years. So the blue ones are used, the brown ones are not. Again, they're smaller, they're not going to fit Pokemon cards, they're for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or they're smaller cards, but if anyone is interested in them, they're available. And then we have this cool thing. This is, I don't even know if you can use this on a computer these days. I have not tried it. I don't even have a disk drive in my computer. But it's the Pokemon Gotta Make 'Em All Project Studio blue version. And I honestly don't know if it's complete. Obviously, it still has the box. But it comes with the CD and then the package of like weird papers and things for printing it on. So those are, I believe, all of the non-card items I have. And now we'll go ahead to the cards. And here are the cards. This is my trainer binder. This is my everything else binder. When these binders are empty, they will also be for sale, as well as the like the earlier Ultra Pro binders that you saw in the zipper binder. Now this binder has seen a fair amount of wear as far as stretching. At one point, I think I had up to 4 cards per sleeve. So there is some stretching as far as that, but as far as I know, it has never been thrown in anger. So I don't think there's any broken sleeves or tears or anything like that. They are fairly sorted, and there are still more than 1 card per sleeve. So if you're interested in more than obviously like 3 Skyfield, I think there's more like 10 to 12 Skyfield. So these are all the stadiums, supporters, last of the supporters, tools, and then the rest of the trainers. And actually, I think that might be it. I have been slowly getting rid of my extra trainers over the years, focusing more on collecting rather than opening and ending up with extra things. So this is everything else. It's roughly sorted, but very roughly sorted. So we start off with some ultra rares. This row are World Championship cards. So you notice the silver border and the signatures. We have some random reverses. We have some older level X and EX. That entire top row, though, I believe all of those cards do show some damage, and I do apologize for the shaking. We'll try and stop that. The Emolgas, though, I believe are okay. Obviously not Pokemon related, but I thought they were cool, and I don't know of really anyone else that'd be interested in them other than some cool Pokemon fans. The White Kyurem, I believe, is Korean, not Japanese, but everything else I believe is Japanese. So we've got Japanese Ultra Rares, EXs, and Breaks. I believe these are promos. The rest are set cards, ace specs, and I believe all of these are various X and Y promos. And I believe these are Team Magma versus Team Aqua set. I don't know if you want to call that a promo or not. Starting at the top, then CP4, again, all Japanese cards. And these are pretty much sorted by their sets. Now, these I think are still roughly sorted. These are still Japanese, non-holo rare, but starting in the Diamond and Pearl era. And I believe I don't have multiple cards stuffed per sleeve, so that's why you see a lot of duplicates. I believe that's because I tried to spread them out. This was a binder that I got during another Pokemon sale, and I really liked it, so I did not want to stretch things out and hurt in any way. The hollows, the Japanese hollows, I believe started with miscellaneous, I think. The Sneasel, I believe, is still a non-holo rare. So all of those are hollows. All of these are hollows as well as the Dragon Volt, or Dragon Selection. I forget which one was Japanese and English now. While I still collect, I feel like I'm very much out of the Pokemon universe, and so my knowledge is not what it used to be. And again, 1 card per sleeve. I'm pretty sure all the Japanese cards are near mint. If you're interested in anything and I pull it for you and I notice that there's any damage, I will certainly let you know and we can reevaluate, renegotiate. I think that's a holo? Oh, I can't tell now. But some non-holo rares. This is from, it's L3, one of the Heart Gold Soul Silver eras, or sets. And then we are going into the black and white sets, and these are pretty well sorted too, I think, starting with by number. And all hollows. I don't believe any of the Japanese black and white sets had non-holo rares. And as you can tell, every holo is sleeved just to maintain that it keeps in their nice, happy, near mint condition. And now starting here with the Japanese Jungle Victory Bell, we start to get into some damaged cards. And I don't know what there really is to say. I don't have prices worked up for any of these things. Make offers, make suggestions, ask for prices. I can do some research. So we start off with a little bit of Japanese and then we're going into English, but everything I believe from this point on have some sort of damage. It may just be like the Lucario right there, I believe is a really nice card, but you see that black smudge. A lot of these promo cards look great in the binder, as you can see, but when you pull them out, it's like they were stuck together at one point, and you can kind of see some little surface scratches on the corners. But some of these cards are just so awesome, like obviously that Raikou, and we've got some older cards from the E series, some old reverses. And I want to, and I kind of do have some prices worked up for these. They're probably a year outdated, so I really need to look everything back up. But I did at one point have a document worked up where I described exactly what damage they had, because as you can see, they look great in a binder page. But if you hit the glare just right, like you can see the crease on that card right there. But we have lots of reverses from the EX days. We are still in the EX series, lots of holos, still reverses, and now we're starting to get down here into the Diamond and Pearl series. We have a nice Mewtwo reverse from Holland Phantoms. I like that that's the lightning versus just the psychic. Now some, I think once we get into the Diamond and Pearl series, those cards go back to being at least near mint. I'm not sure if they're actually mint, but some of them are near mint, but again, some of them are still damaged. And as you can see, I had, and these are pretty much things that at one point were in my collection, and then I was able to replace them with better copies. And as you can see by multiples, like I had a hard time getting a Dusknoir that I liked. So some of the imperfections are minor, but they are there. So I believe that is everything. I do apologize for the shakiness of my hand holding my cell phone camera. Again, if you have any advice as far as recording better videos with a Samsung Galaxy S9, again, I'm really not interested in trying to buy a separate camera now. I just don't think I have the time to devote to YouTube videos in order to justify the cost of a camera. However, I will happily take any advice in playing around with the settings. If you want to contact me for buying any of this stuff, again, really not too interested in trades, but mostly just trying to get rid of the things. PMing, commenting below, but the best way to contact me is emailing me, TheCatsMeowth@gmail.com. I do have a Facebook page as well that is linked to my main account, so I will see messages through there, but email is really the best and fastest way to hear back from me. So I hope everyone enjoyed this not so exciting video, and again in the future I do hope to record some collection videos, and just like I am still collecting, but going back through the old stuff, it'd be nice to kind of reminisce on the past. So thank you everyone for watching, and again, this is The Cat's Meow.